What is up, guys? Welcome on back to TK's Garage. And I got to credit this with my guys over at Car Scoops. I saw this article, 600,000 recalled trucks later, GM pulls key parts of its next V8 in-house. You have no idea. They should have done this a long time ago. Common sense. We're going to talk about all that and more right after this. Guys, before we get into today's video, we got to talk about the giveaway on the channel. The combo packs have sold out, but we did just launch the Ram 3500 Limited. There's a full video walk around with that truck, and it's getting some wipers and some other stuff done to it today. If you want to take a look at it, go check out the video. If you want to get in on it, extra entries are up on that for the first 10 orders, or till they sell out. And there's a couple up there that only have 3 available orders with an insane amount of extra entries. If you want to get in on it, link in the description down below. And yes, it is set up and situated just like the last diesel truck, meaning it is extremely reliable. So, GM is tightening engine quality controls ahead of its next generation truck launch. Some manufacturing is moving in-house for greater oversight and consistency. New V8 arrives after the 6.2 recalls damaged confidence amongst truck buyers. I mean, GM blowing engines and trannies, pause. I mean, it is June. It's nothing bad about GM blowing trannies. Just made Ram look all that more manly, capable, run. And that's crazy when you think of all the issues that Stellantis was having, that General Motors and Ford are such shit that Ram won the most reliable award. Now, this isn't me taking shots at Ram. This is me saying, acknowledging as somebody who invests in Stellantis, you have to disclose that, and somebody that has multiple Ram trucks, that the newer trucks during Carlos Tavares' reign, somewhere like around 23 to 20, end of 24, were plagued with issues. Instrument clusters, U-connect failures, just crap, okay? That's being honest. So, let's get into this. So I saw this over at Car Scoops. You can definitely go read the article. I highly recommend you do so. But truck buyers love talking about horsepower, torque, and towing numbers. That is true. What they don't love talking about is when their new pickup's engine will still be running at 100,000 miles later. Unfortunately for GM, that's been a conversation its V8 customers have been having a lot lately. But the next buyers, they're going to skip. Like, these new engines that come out, I don't think they're going to sell that good right away. As the company prepares to launch the redesigned Chevy Silverado and GMC Sierra in 2027, it reportedly isn't just developing a new V8 engine, it's also taking steps to make sure buyers don't spend the next decade wondering whether the engine is going to become the subject of another series of recalls, many of which have led to class action lawsuits. They're going to lose, by the way. According to a new GM Authority report, GM is introducing stricter quality controls for key components in its upcoming Gen 6 small block V8. As part of that push, some critical parts and manufacturing processes are reportedly being brought back under GM's direct control, rather than being handled by outside suppliers. That might sound like a boring industry detail, but it could be one of the most important developments surrounding the next generations of trucks. After all, this comes just a year after GM recalled nearly 600,000 trucks and SUVs equipped with the 6.2-liter V8. Investigators link engine failures to manufacturing and quality issues involving internal components. The issue became one of the biggest black eyes for the company's truck business in recent memory. And against that backdrop, the timing of these reported changes doesn't feel accidental. It's not. It's common sense is what it is. I almost feel like when you're leaving these companies, and some of these companies, at least two that deal with internal components in the engines at General Motors, were from China. Does that mean they were using like a subpar metal? Maybe something wasn't right with a rod or a piston or rod bearing? Maybe. I know they haven't come out with direct findings on what it is that's causing these to blow up. There's all kinds of speculation and ideas, but there's not like concrete stuff of this is what's causing these engines to blow up. So I think it's smart for GM to do it. Why would you ever put the heart of your engine out to a supplier that's not accredited or not here in the US anyway? Like, I get it. Maybe they build, pistons or rods or whatever for somebody else. But, I mean, for example, if I was at Ram, and Tim Kuniskis runs that company. If I was at Ram and I found out like Dongfeng and some other fucking Chinese company are building my pistons and rods from my Hemi V8 for fuck that. Done. I'd make a call to Summit over at Summit Racing or somebody else and be like, hey, you want to make a massive amount of money? You want to build pistons and rods for Hemi V8s? I'd go to a defense contractor or somebody else that does machining here. I'd fire up the old factory that used to make crane cams. There's so many different things it could be done here. Yes, it's going to cost more money. Duh. If they build it here. But think about it. What costs GM more money right now? If they would have built the parts here through reputable companies and manufacturers here in the United States, or paying for 600,000 new engines and being under recall and sued into fucking oblivion with class action lawsuits for defective engines. I think I'm going to pay a little bit more per part and component and build it here so I don't have to deal with that shit later. And if I'm any other auto manufacturer, whether it's Farley at Ford or Tim Kuniskis at Ram, I'm going to my board of directors and I'm going, hey, you fucking retards. Look at this shit that GM just did. You want that to be us? Then shut the fuck up. We're going to build our shit here. Not hard. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. I'm on one today, I know. Give the video a big thumbs up if you like what I do. Hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. And as always, stay petty, my friends.